This terminal learning objective will contain the following enabling learning objective. Associate the SAT to the H-harness. Time out and reactivate the SAT. If the HCU green LED is flashing, then the harness IR port is still searching for the IR signal from the SAT. Upon timing out, an explosion sound will be heard. For both the M2 and M4, the HCU will have to be reactivated to enable the SAT and associate it to the H-harness. There may be situational circumstances where two SATs are in close proximity to a single H-harness and the H-harness receives multiple SAT ID message responses during the enabling process. When this occurs, the process is the same for the M2 and M4. The HCU displays multiple weapons, move and retry, and an explosion sound accompanies the text display. Verify that only one SAT is close to the H-harness and position the weapon at port arms so that the SAT rear window has line of sight to the H-harness IR transmitter and a detector at least 10 inches away. The operator will hear one beep when the SAT associates. Disabling the SAT after the H-harness is killed. Note, when the H-harness has been killed, the H-harness attempts to disable the associated SAT for 1 minute. If the once associated SAT for the H-harness is not within the association range of the H-harness for the 1 minute period, the HCU displays weapon comm lost and the kill tone ceases. The process is the same for the M2 and M4. The HCU LED displays killed, disabling SAT, and the kill tone sounds. Position the weapon at port arms so that the SAT rear window has line of sight to the H-harness IR transmitter and a detector at least 10 inches away. When the SAT is disabled, the operator will hear 2 beeps. Push any HCU button to stop the kill tone. SAT enabled at controller device resurrect. When a controller device resurrects an H-harness, SAT association will continue and the SAT remains on. If the H-harness and SAT are not in position to enable the SAT, then after 1 minute the HCU displays weapon comm lost must reassociate. Position the weapon at port arms so that the SAT rear window has line of sight to the H-harness IR transmitter and a detector at least 10 inches away. The operator will hear 1 beep when the SAT associates. Note, when a controller device resets an H-harness, the SAT association is dropped. Conduct the SAT association process.